Well, smoke my cigar with a corn cob and call me sugar. Welcome to the Deep South Podcast, hosted by yours truly, Possum Paw McGraw Jr. The man, the myth, the mop-wielding monster hunter who once proposed to a garden hose thinking it was a snake goddess. And today, y'all, we're talking about love. That's right, sweet, unpredictable, soul-sucking love. So I was down at the creek the other day and I was hunting for redneck seashells. Now, a redneck seashell is a beer can that's been crushed up. It's got treasure maps on the bottom of them. You find them now and then. But anyway, I was sitting there, and so I says to myself, Possum Paw, it's time to find your forever Possum Queen. I shaved my back, borrowed a button-up with both sleeves still on it, and headed to a speed dating event at a bait shop that doubles as a juice bar on Tuesdays. So the first lady sits down. Now, I'm not one to judge appearances. I dated a scarecrow once, but this gal had vertical pupils, scaly eyebrows, and kept flicking her tongue at me like I was a roasted cricket on prom night. She didn't say much, just sniffed me, but she sniffed me hard. Then she pulled out a photo album labeled Sunny Rocks I Like to Sit On. Y'all, this lady had a whole collection of her favorite rocks. She had one she called Gary, said he was warm year-round and knew all of her secrets. I asked if she wanted to get coffee sometime, and she hissed so loud a ceiling tile fell. Now, after that lady left, I got another lady, and she was glowing, floating about 3 inches off her seat. No mouth, no ears, just a shimmering mass of interstellar sass. She looked me square in the third eye. I got one since that tire iron incident, and suddenly I hear a voice in my head say, "You smell like fear." Intriguing. Now, I think I speak for everybody when I say, "What the hell?" Then she starts examining me mentally. I felt her poking around memories I'd forgotten all about, like the time I cried during Smokey and the Bandit 2. Then she mutters in my brain, "The last one we probed didn't recover, but maybe this one will adapt." Y'all, I excused myself real polite like, left a $5 bill, and ran into the men's room to wash my aura. Then she came. And y'all, I ain't never seen a woman so damn perfect. She walked up in slow motion with Dolly Parton hair, shotgun confidence, and a dress made of camo lace and mystery. She didn't say a single word. She just smiled at me with eyes like sweet tea in the sun. I was smitten. So I told her, "Girl, you shine brighter than a chrome bumper on a preacher's truck. You make my boots tap like a possum in a dance-off. I'd share my last Slim Jim with you, and I don't say that lightly." She just kept looking at me like she understood my soul. So I leaned in, gently, respectfully, smelling like confidence and axle grease, and just as I puckered up, bam! She morphed into a 7-foot-tall pyramid head Illuminati demon with a glowing eye where her heart should have been and screamed, "Oh, the contract is sealed!" She tried to suck my soul through my nostrils, but I deflected it with a flask of holy moonshine I always keep on my belt in case of end times or snakes. Now it's time for that beloved segment where knowledge meets marsupial majesty. Redneck Mail Time. This week, all letters were delivered by my Possum Express Sky Squad, 5 possums strapped to tiny parachutes made from dollar store American flags, dropping truth bombs straight into my yard. Now, letter number 1 comes from Buck over in Missouri. He says, "Is it safe to microwave ribs while wearing a tinfoil hat?" Yes, but only if Mercury's in Gatorade and your dog ain't watching. Now, letter 2 comes from Charlene in Kentucky. She asks, "Can ghosts drive trucks?" Well, they can't shift worth a dang, but they can steer just fine if the country song is sad enough. Letter number 3 comes from Luther in Tennessee. "What happened to that one possum who stole your wallet?" Well, you see, he's the mayor now. He stole my identity and ran for mayor, and he won. Now, we weren't on good terms, but then he got me really good deal on some axle grease, so I guess we're all right now. Letter number 4 comes from Skeeter in Mississippi. Skeeter says, "Do you believe in love at first sight?" I sure do. I once fell in love with a blurry photo of a barbecue sandwich. Now, letter number 5 doesn't have a name on it, but it was written in barbecue sauce on a tortilla. And it says, "Was she really going to steal your soul, or was she just shy?" Well, I guess we'll never know, but if she was shy, her soul-sucking handshake needs some work. So, what's the moral of today's redneck romantic roller coaster? Love's a battlefield, y'all. Sometimes it's a dance. Sometimes it's a demonic contract involving cosmic lizard brides and pyramid people. But I had fun. I laughed. I ran. I smelled things I shouldn't have. And I'm thinking, I might just go back next week. You never know. Maybe Miss Possum Paw McGraw Jr. is waiting behind a mask, a moonbeam, or a meat raffle. This is Possum Paw McGraw signing off. Remember, always check behind a pretty smile for hidden geometry. Carry possum-proof bait. And if you find love, make sure she don't have hooves. God bless. Stay flammable.